It's mid-September and I'm in my small space backyard flower slash vegetable garden. By the way, my name is Bev from Bev's Vegetable and Flower Garden. If it's your first time visiting, a very special welcome to you. It's so nice to have you stopping by. And for all my ongoing supporters, I want to say a special thank you for supporting me. I greatly appreciate your support and I look forward to your continued support. So let's get right into it. And I will start in this corner here, which is my favorite corner right now. And I'm heading straight to this calendula. And that's the calendula there, looking so beautiful. That's my first time growing calendula. And I grew it because I know it has a lot of health properties. As a matter of fact, I'm looking to make some hand cream and some salvia, and I'm thinking of putting this calendula as one of my ingredients. So that's my first time planting it, and as I said, I'm loving it. Such a beautiful color. And next to that, I have my lovely zinnias here. Beautiful color. I love that. Yeah, beautiful. You know, I'll be saving seeds from this for next year. And another one here, a little multicolor, smaller version, and there are more buds coming. So when these all filled in, that should look awesome. And over here, the mums, they're still not in full bloom yet, but you can see they're getting lots of buds, and once that start to open, they should look good. And the black eye Susan, that is dying back a bit, so it has been blooming for a while, so that expected. And for my snapdragon, that hasn't bloomed for a little bit, but now that the weather is getting cool again, we had some cool weather 2 weeks ago, so they're starting to bloom again. As I know, the snapdragon, they like cool weather. It has been hot since those 2 cool weeks, so don't know how much longer. Once we get back to cool weather, it definitely will continue to bloom, and that's the snapdragon. And here's another mom that is a little more advanced in terms of the buds opening up. So yeah, pretty soon, by fall is here, these should start opening up. And you may see I have a bit of propagation going over there. That's some hydrangea and some spirea that I'm trying to propagate instead of buying new plants. So that's my old plan. For this one here, it's still going. I keep deadheading, and that has been helping it to look neat and tidy and to show its beauty. The cleome still going, and that's why I like the cleome. It has been blooming for a while, and very little care needs to be done to it. So, and here's my annual with snapdragon again. And as I said, as the time gets cool, the snapdragon tends to bloom. They died back a little during the warm weather, but now that it's cool, they're now starting to rebloom. Over here, the sedum, this is the time of year when the sedum just bursts through. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? This is beautiful. This is a plant you have to have in your garden because it requires such little care, and yet it gives so much in return come this time of the year. So that's my beautiful seed. I'm just loving it, looking rich. And there's another one there. I actually have 3 sedums going and a smaller one here, which started blooming much earlier than the other 2. Such deep, rich color. Really nice to have in the garden at this time of the year especially. And when it's not blooming, it's a very beautiful green foliage in the garden. So either way, you cannot lose. And for my pinnacle hydrangea, that's beautiful there. More blooms there. Planted this just last year, so it will take a little time to get much taller so the bloom can be more enhanced. That will come by slowly but surely. And back over here, you'll see the Veronica there that's dying back now. Cut back all the dead heads, so that has done its thing. And the powwow echinacea, beautiful, starting to fade a little bit, but that's okay. It was blooming for quite a while. And here I have me some marigold. I was never a fan of this color marigold, but I must say for fall it does looks good and blend in quite nicely in the garden for the fall especially. Over here my hydrangea, and this one went through a very hot period and I didn't water it and it got scorched, but I refused to deadhead it as I like when the snow falls in the winter and it falls on these blooms. It's just magical, just beautiful. So for that reason, I'm putting up with all this brown in my garden just so I can enjoy it come winter with the snow falls on it and form those snowballs. Just beautiful. And that's more propagation going on there with flocks and all of you, so wish me luck on those. And for the rose, yes, that has still been blooming. This is a second flush of bloom for the rose, so I'm happy to see that. For the hanging baskets, as you saw earlier in the video with me getting petunia seeds from the baskets and cleaning it up a bit, so they're looking pretty good. We've been getting some 60-degree Fahrenheit weather, quite warm, so these baskets should last for a little while longer. So I thought, why not clean them up and continue to enjoy them before I transition onto my fall planting. And here's the other basket. Yeah, doing pretty good. As I said, decide to continue enjoying these for a little while longer since we're having nice weather. Over here you will see I have the lantana, which I still haven't planted yet. I need to get this in the ground pretty soon. It's doing good here in this pot, so I don't know if I'll leave it in the pot or I'll put it in the garden. You tell me what you think I should do. Should I leave it in the pot or put it in the garden? Let me know. Please send me a comment. But it's doing great. I love it. And if I put it in the garden, I think this pot would be ideal. So tell me what you think. And that beautiful geranium, gotta make sure I save a piece of that as I just love that color. Here is another zinnia. I love this beautiful color. Isn't that beautiful? And as I said, I'll definitely save seeds for next year on these beautiful colors. And more zinnias here. And zinnias. And this one, the dead nettle, this has been going since spring. And all I did was I deadhead it and water it, and it's still looking fresh and looking good. For the daylily, see, that's still blooming in September, and that's because I keep deadheading it. So the more I deadhead it, the more it blooms. So nice to see that. And more zinnia all over the garden, and the blanket flower. And the one that I've enjoyed for such a long time, this was the phlox. It has finally done its thing, and barely any bloom there. But this one did put on quite a show from early summer until recently. Just love it. So I'm planning to incorporate more of these in my garden, more phlox. And the Rose of Sharon there giving me 1 and 2 blooms here and there, but as it gets taller, it will certainly be giving me more blooms. And the canna lily, that's dying back, pretty much done its thing, but love the foliage, and I will be taking that indoors to save it for next season. Yeah, over here, more mums. As you can see, they're starting to open up, and that's the color there. Nice fall color. These are almost on the verge of opening up. Yeah, and a quick look at the vegetable garden after all that harvesting. So I've harvested most of the carrots, and as I said, I've been harvesting these on an ongoing basis. For the cucumber, there's a few young ones there, so waiting for those to mature and do their thing. As you maybe can see there, that's a young one there, and another young one, and one or two there. And I have to be fighting with the squirrel at this time of the year to procure them. And as you can see, there's still peppers going on there. Don't know if you can see that one with the sun. And there's some younger ones that I'm trying to cut back the leaves so the plant can focus more on maturing those peppers. See this one here took quite a few young ones, even though I've gotten a few big ones. I hope we'll have enough time to get these to maturity. And there's still a lot of tomatoes going on there. I did a bit of deadheading to allow the plant to focus more on these tomatoes that need to be matured in another few weeks. The calendula. So as you can see, the bed is looking quite empty after doing all that harvest. So in a few weeks and a bit of rain, the garden should get filled in again. And wherever there's spaces available, I'll try to do some succession planting. That's it for the video, guy. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and you have yourself a great day.